This is the 10 o'clock news on KTVU Fox 2.
A loud night of opposition in the East Bay as the Hayward School Board debates whether or not to close 4 schools.
Going back to school was kind of a sense of being normal again and going and seeing your friends and now telling them, hey, I'm sorry, but your school's closing. It's been hard on the kids too.
A difficult decision on the table for the board there in Hayward as hundreds of families and teachers rally to save those schools. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Meebeck, in tonight for Frank Somerville.
And I'm Julie Hayner. The district says the closures are necessary because of declining enrollment. Live coverage now from KTVU's Asneth Smith at Bowman Elementary, one of 4 schools that could close. Asneth.
Well, Julie, a small group, mostly teachers, braved the cold tonight, holding a watch party outside Bowman Elementary School. Tonight's school board meeting is virtual, and they wanted to be together, knowing what's at stake. Ahead of Tuesday night's special school board meeting, a rallying cry at the Hayward Unified School District office, Save Our Schools.
There have been so many people who do not know that Bowman is under threat of closure.
3 elementary schools set to close, Bowman and Strobridge next year, Glassbrook in 2023, along with the Choa Middle School. The district originally proposed to close 8 schools, but after community pushback, reduced it to 4. Hayward Unified, like many school districts in the Bay Area, is facing significant challenges.
We cannot responsibly ask our community for $900 million to improve our facilities when we do not have the number of students to require it.
Among the issues, costly repairs to 60-year-old schools when enrollment is declining 20% in the last 20 years. Gentrification and rising housing prices, the district says, are to blame for the parent exodus from the district.
Our current demographer is continuing to project declines in enrollment. And this is reiterated by the state's own projections over the next 10 years, focusing on LA and the Bay Area being hardest hit.
The district says it began exploring school closures in 2019, but many say they were caught off guard.
All of the students and all of the teachers and all of the community just feels really lost to have Bowman be shut without any input from the community. It would have to be figuring out, how are we going to get them to school?
This parent has a 1st and 4th grader at Bowman Elementary. She worries about transportation and traffic. They love their community school. Her children held signs.
My mom was at Bowman, and now my brother and me are at Bowman, and I like Bowman.
And what would it mean if they closed it?
Well, I'll be upset.
At Bowman Elementary, a small group watched the virtual board meeting together. Among them, a special education teacher who says her students feel like they belong at their school.
All their little quirks are just accepted. They're just part of the school. And if I go to another school, it will be like starting from scratch.
Many school families and, as you can see, many teachers closely monitoring tonight's vote. A decision is expected tonight to either close schools, make revisions, or take no action. And within the last 15 minutes, deliberations began among the school board members. We will keep you posted.
So many districts everywhere dealing with the same issue. Asneth, thank you. Lecturers with the University of California are celebrating a win tonight at the bargaining table. Thousands of teaching assistants were prepared to strike today and tomorrow at all 9 UC undergraduate campuses, but they called it off after reaching an agreement with the UC system. The groups had been negotiating for 2.5 years. The union representing the workers says the agreement includes improvements in areas including job stability, workload, and compensation. The tentative agreement must still be voted on by union members. If approved, it will last through March 2026.